The second recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award is Dr. Allan Sonsteby from the class of 1983. Allan is the Executive Director of Penn State's Applied Research Laboratory. Throughout his career, he has sought opportunities to increase the security of our nation through science, technology, mentorship, and education. Introducing Allan is retired United States Admiral Craig Fowler.
My name is Craig Fowler, and I'm a retired United States Navy Admiral. It is my distinct honor to introduce my friend and colleague, Dr. Allan Sonsteby, as a 2023 Minnetonka High School Distinguished Alumni. Allan is Executive Director of the Applied Research Laboratory at Penn State University. At ARL Penn State, Allan leads over 1,500 scientists, engineers, staff, and students that are performing critical, and I would add, highly classified national security research. I first met Allan several years ago when I was commander of the United States Southern Command. Allan's team provided innovative solutions to some very challenging problems. Throughout Allan's distinguished career, he has dedicated himself to making a difference for our nation and Navy. He is humble, and I would add wicked smart. He is a public servant who deeply cares about his people. One thing that has really impressed me about Allan is his commitment to his people, his team. He truly takes the time to get to know them and to focus on their development. Allan is also devoted to his family. I am certain he will praise their role in his public service. So let me add a special thanks to Cheryl and his children. I say to Minnetonka School District, well done. Or as we say in the Naval Service, bravo Zulu. 40 years ago, you sent Allan into the world, and he has epitomized your mission statement of innovating, inspiring, and excelling. Congratulations, Allan.
That was very touching by Admiral Fowler. I hadn't seen that, seen what he recorded. I would like to thank the Minnetonka Alumni Association and Principal Erickson for this tremendous honor. I am truly humbled. I'd also like to thank my nominator and my wife of 33 years, Cheryl, for her encouragement and support. Your support enabled me to have the amazing career while we also co-raised 3 amazing kids. Thank you. Finally, I'd like to thank my friend Admiral Craig Fowler for that great introduction. I'd also like to thank you for serving our nation for over 40 years, for almost 40 years. Unfortunately, my 2 biggest champions, my mom and dad, are no longer with us, but I credit them with a lot of my success. It's an honor to be recognized here today with all the other talented alumni. My class, the class of 1983, graduated 40 years ago. As I look back on my career, my experiences at Minnetonka, from Clear Springs Elementary to Minnetonka West Junior High School, do they still say West is best? Yeah. Okay. And Minnetonka High, these experiences provided me with a solid foundation with which to build on. This was so important to someone like me. I was just an average kid coming through high school. I wasn't on the football, the lacrosse, the soccer, I don't think we had lacrosse back then, teams. I was the person before the games that was turning on the lights at the stadium. I was the person that's setting up the sound system, and I was just helping to keep things running, and it was such an amazing experience. In junior high and high school, I gravitated towards the applied programs. I thrived in electronics lab and the tech ed classes. That's where I found home. My teachers helped me connect the dots between what I was doing in electronics class and what I was learning in my math and science classes. The connection between theory and application was completely mind-blowing to a 10th grader who just was so curious about how things worked. I want to especially acknowledge and thank Ed Grimm, my electronics teacher and friend, who inspired and supported all things electronics with me. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Lynn Cravey, who I saw here earlier, my math teacher. So Mr. Cravey inspired math in a kid that completely despised math. That was me. Ultimately, I went on to minor in math, and I went on to get a PhD in electrical engineering with a dissertation topic that was essentially all math. So again, thank you, Mr. Cravey. There were so many other teachers that provided encouragement and life lessons that I carry with me today. Ernie Gullner in English, Bill Keeler in science, Steve Frazier, the mayor of Deep Haven, and so many more. It was just truly a tremendous experience. As I look back over 40 years, it's been an amazing journey, and I've been fortunate to hold leadership positions in industry, academia, and the government. Today, I have my dream job. I'm the executive director of Penn State's Applied Research Laboratory. ARL Penn State is one of our nation's Department of Defense laboratories. We perform leading-edge research in support of our nation's priorities with over 1,500 scientists, engineers, staff, and students. Minnetonka prepared me well. Interestingly, there's another Minnetonka-Penn State connection. In 2012, Penn State's hockey program was elevated to D1 status with the NCAA. Almost every year when I look through the roster on the women's hockey team, I see there's someone from Minnetonka High School playing D1 hockey, Penn State women's hockey. So whatever is in the water here, you're doing something right with the hockey players. As I was preparing my remarks, I looked at the district website, which didn't exist 40 years ago, and what struck me was the mission statement, and I'll read the first part of it. The mission of the Minnetonka School District is to ensure that all students envision and pursue their highest aspirations while serving the greater good. Think about that. Envision and pursue their highest aspirations while serving the greater good. Minnetonka certainly did that to me, and I've been doing my best to pay it forward for nearly 40 years. So thank you again for this tremendous honor. I'm truly humbled.